every few years or so, you have these moments in history, right? In sports history that really surpass expectations, right? You have Miracle on Ice. You have Jordan Game 6. You have Wilt Chamberlain dropping 100 on the Knicks. You have Thriller Manila, Rumble the Jungle, just to name a few, you know? When it comes to the spectacle that is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, the question people keep asking me is, does Conor McGregor stand a chance against Floyd Mayweather, the pound-for-pound king of boxing? Does Conor McGregor stand a chance? Let's break it down. What up, fight fans? Welcome back to another edition of the 10-minute breakdown. It is Thursday, fight week. I know it's a little bit late, but I decided to do a last-minute breakdown on the spectacle that is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Money Mayweather. It's been a long time, guys. I know it's been about 2 months since my last breakdown. I've been super busy with work, my side projects, studying. A lot of things I'm working on, but I appreciate you guys' positive feedback, and I know I gotta get back on it. I love doing these breakdowns, and of course I wasn't initially gonna do a breakdown for this fight, but I said fuck it, man. The fight's getting me hyped up. Seeing all this shit on Instagram and social media has been firing me up, especially all the bias people coming out there, all the MMA fans, all the boxing fans, just not giving any of these guys credit, right? All the MMA fans are like, oh, fucking Floyd sucks. He's going to get knocked out in the first few seconds of the fight. He won't make it, whatever. Or the opposite, oh, Conor McGregor doesn't belong in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. He sucks, whatever. Here's my thing. Here's what I'm going to give you guys. An unbiased opinion of what I think is going to happen in this fight, right? Because this is a big spectacle. This is not your traditional boxing match in traditional sense, right? As in, the opponent he's fighting is not a boxer. He's an MMA fighter. He is a combat sport, and he does use striking as an aspect of his training. But that's not his forte, right? That's not his main focus, right? Thinking about like general studies versus actually majoring in something, right? With Floyd Mayweather majored in boxing, while Conor McGregor just did general studies, right? That aspect. Or another analogy I like to use when people describe to me the difference between Conor McGregor striking, as in boxing, aka boxing, not really. He's very awkward striker, as opposed to Mayweather's boxing, right? I think about it like this, and I'm not a big NFL fan. I mean, I am a fan, but I'm just not that big into it, right? But take your fastest running back in the NFL, right? The guy that can just, chop it up, whatever, whether he's good or not, right? Just overall speed-wise, right? And then you try to put him against a professional runner like Usain Bolt. How do you think that's going to partake, right? Now, does being the fastest runner in the NFL make you a superstar? No. There's many different aspects to it, right? You got to block. You got to be able to juke. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to read the play, right? Avoid. It's just a small aspect. It's good, but it's not the whole picture, right? Same concept goes for Usain Bolt. Since he's the fastest runner in the world, or I think he just lost not too long ago, whatever, beyond the point. You think you can put him in football gear and then just throw him into the NFL game and think he's going to perform great? No, it's a small aspect. It's about details, right? There's many factors that come into play. This is the same kind of situation we're seeing here. Now, that doesn't give Conor no chance. He definitely has a chance. He can knock Mayweather out. Anyone can knock Mayweather out if they land a good shot, right? Mayweather has had problems with southpaws. This is true. This is a fact. Has he lost to any southpaws? No. He has been hurt. Chop Corley caught him with a good straight left back in his earlier days. Emmanuel Gustafsson, Zab Judah dropped him. And I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan, but I will admit in that fight he was dropped by Zab Judah. You can see a little smile. His glove touched the ground, which makes it an official knockdown, except the referee didn't count it. Nonetheless, he has bounced back. We have seen Mayweather hurt. He's very strong and calculated. He has a very strong boxing IQ, and his mind is very strong, right? He will not be defeated. He wouldn't take a fight if he didn't think he could win, right? So I've seen Mayweather hurt plenty of times, handful of times. Not too often. He doesn't get hit too much, but I've seen him hurt. He has bounced back, though. Most fighters, when they get hurt, they get dropped. They kind of breaks their will, but that's not Mayweather, though. His mind is so strong. Add on top of that superior boxing skills, you have a difficult task of just thinking, oh, I'm going to knock Mayweather out. It's easier said than done. 49 boxers have tried, and 49 boxers have failed. Right. But Conor McGregor does have that it factor. That substance of superstardom, right? Think about it. He's gone from being a plumber, from taking welfare checks in Ireland while his wife worked, to being the superstar that he is today. That doesn't come from just putting in all work in the gym, right? That comes from mentally being strong. He also believes that he can beat Mayweather. That he can knock him out within the first couple of rounds. You have to. And not saying he's fucking crazy. A lot of people are saying he's fucking crazy, but it's not impossible. He can do it. He has that X factor. He has that factor of making it happen, right? That big build-up when it came to him fighting Jose Aldo, and he starches him in 13 seconds. He was the king of the world that night, right? Or how he took a fight with Nate Diaz, lost, then bounced back. The guy bounced back. And not only did he make any bullshit excuses, he said, hey, I went out, took a risk, and I lost. Most of you guys will never even consider taking a risk, you know? Consider you're putting yourself out there. And he came back and won a tough fight against Nate Diaz. I thought he lost personally, but the judges gave it to him, and I can see how they gave it to him. But not only that, did he win that fight, he did it on every single same stipulation, right? Back to 170, right back. He didn't take a break in between. He got right back on the horse, fought Nate Diaz, was able to overcome that barrier and that obstacle in his life at that moment, right? So now he rises to the occasion and saying, fuck it, man. I'm going to fight the 155 champion of the UFC. Goes in there, starches Eddie Alvarez, right, in 2 rounds. Becomes a two-time UFC champion at lightweight and at featherweight. Something that's only a handful of people have done. He is on a roll, right? He is the biggest star in MMA, just as Floyd is the biggest star in boxing. Let's put that together. Let's see what happens, right? Let's split this spectacle. Let's make some fucking money. Either way, this is a fight that interests me, right? Here's why: because Conor McGregor has the size. He has the power advantage. He has the youth advantage. He has that unpredictability. You know, you don't know what's going to happen when he gets out there. We've seen the footage of him sparring Paulie Malignaggi, which you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? It was only 50 seconds, and those 50 seconds, he looked like he worked them, and I believe that he did drop Paulie. All right, I ain't going to front. He looked good. His timing, you know, Mayweather's timing, speed isn't great. It's not like outstanding speed, not like Floyd Mayweather, right? But he has really good timing. He can time you with that straight right hand. If he can time Mayweather, he can hurt him. He can definitely hurt him. He has the speed. He has the advantage. He has the speed. He has the youth advantage, the power, the size, and that unpredictability of what could happen, how he could do it, right? Not only that, but and somehow an intimidation factor. Now, what do I mean by intimidation factor? Am I saying that Floyd is scared of him? Absolutely not. Floyd is scared of no man, right? You can't be scared in this game, right? You can't. But at any moment, Floyd also knows that Conor McGregor, if he really wanted to hurt him, he could hurt him at any moment. Come on, let's not be dumb. I'm a big boxing fan. I'm a big MMA fan. And I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan. But at any point in this fight, If Conor wants to gets frustrated or whatever, I don't think he will. But I'm saying, like, in his mind, he knows if he wants to take Floyd down, ground and pound, submit him, break his arm, choke him out, he could do that. And that's something Floyd never had to really deal with, right, with any other boxer, right? Because he said when it comes to tit for tat, I can outbeat anyone. But when it comes to someone in a superior, not superior, but a has more martial arts background than me, it's kind of intimidating. Definitely don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Floyd is scared. At no means I'm saying that. I'm saying he's intimidated by the fact that he could, if he wanted to, in a real fight, destroy Mayweather, right? In retrospect. Now, what do we got for Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather is 40 years old. He's been off for 2 years. All right. People say, "Oh, he's too old." And honestly, this is a lose-lose for Floyd Mayweather. Because if Floyd wins, they're gonna be like, "Oh, of course, Floyd's a GOAT. Of course he's gonna beat McGregor, right?" Or MMA fans would be like, "Yeah, of course, yeah, but if it was a real fight, it was an MMA fight, we would starch the shit out of you, right?" This is really a lose-lose for Floyd. He gains nothing but besides a big-ass payday, right? And rightfully so. He can do what he wants. I mean, when you think about it, there's no really big superstar out there that he can fight that would bring in this kind of attention. Not saying there's not fighters out there. There's definitely fighters out there. But they'll bring in this kind of star power, this kind of revenue, this kind of media exposure like it is now. This fight's everywhere, right? People that don't know about boxing or MMA have heard about this fight, right? There's no other fighter out there he could fight. Why not make this fight happen? Floyd is a king, though. He's mentally strong. He's defensively sound. He counters. All right. I have a feeling it's gonna go a lot like the Emmanuel Gustafsson fight. When Floyd fought Emmanuel Gustafsson, and he had a problem kind of landing the first couple of rounds because of Emmanuel's very awkward style. Right, he has a very unorthodox striking style or boxing style. But after a couple of rounds, after Floyd kind of got set in, he was able to stop Conor McGregor. Right. So what do we have here? We have Floyd's experience, his defense, his counter, his ability to counter, his ability to adjust throughout the fight. Right. Obviously, if this fight goes past the first 3 to 4 rounds, it's going to be a Mayweather show. Right. Conor has to stop him in the first couple rounds. He has to use that unpredictability to his advantage. Come out strong. But what could happen if he comes out strong and figures out what 49 other fighters have figured out, that, hey, it's not that easy to hit Floyd Mayweather. It's not. What do we got? We got an MMA fighter who's out of his element and has used all his gas in the first three rounds. What I think was going to happen is Conor's going to come out strong. And he's gonna get gassed out. And Floyd Mayweather's gonna sit down, roll with the punches, take advantage of Conor being gassed. He's able to establish his jab, uses 1-2s, counters, and eventually stop Conor McGregor in the 9th. That's wishful thinking, right? There goes my prediction. I think Floyd Mayweather stops Conor McGregor. Not necessarily by punches, probably maybe the corner throws in the towel, right? Seeing that there's no way that Conor's going to be able to finish this fight or win this fight. And it's a win-win for Conor, honestly, right? He goes in there and gets a big payday. And if he looks good throughout the fight, he could make other fights, maybe a fight with Paulie. I think that's what they've been working on, right? Kind of building up old sparring partners. Or he does beat Mayweather and becomes the biggest star in boxing, right? I honestly think this fight's not going to be that entertaining in the aspect of the build-up, right? Because you also don't understand that Floyd and Conor are both counter punchers. All right, when you think about it, Floyd doesn't stop too many fighters. He counters them, makes them look like amateurs out there. Conor McGregor has kind of the same aspect. He's very patient. He's very technical, and he's very cerebral when it comes to the striking. He just doesn't go out there in full force. That's why it's going to be hard to think that he's going to go full 100% in the first couple of rounds. That's not Conor's style, really. He kind of waits for you, baits you in, makes you overcommit, catch you with the straight left, right? Like he did with Jose Aldo, like he did with what's his name, Eddie Alvarez, right? It might be a boring fight, who knows? But I think Floyd does stop him in the 9th or 10th round. All right. Hope everyone has a great week. I know it was a last-minute breakdown. I had to get it off my chest. I had to get it out as soon as possible. I've just been super busy, but I want to appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next breakdown. We have Canelo versus Triple G breakdown coming soon. You guys have a good one. I'm out.